If someone had told me that my own sister would treat me like garbage on the happiest day of her life, I would have laughed. Because I spent 28 years protecting her, helping her, covering for her mistakes, loving her. But on the day of her wedding, I walked into the reception hall, looked for my name, and found my seat outside, next to two giant trash cans. There was a little white card on the table. My name. A plastic chair. No decorations. No flowers. Just garbage bags waiting to be collected. People were staring. Some looked away. Some whispered. Then I heard my sister laugh. She walked over with her bridesmaids and smiled. Guess you don't count. Everyone laughed. I looked at my parents. They stayed silent. I looked at my future brother-in-law. He looked confused. I picked up the expensive gift I had spent 6 months saving for. I stood up. I walked away. I never raised my voice. I never cried. I simply left. And less than 30 minutes later, my sister was standing in the middle of her own wedding, pale, shaking, and screaming my name. My name is Emma. My sister Lily and I grew up together after our father died. Our mother worked 2 jobs. I was 5 years older, so I became the second parent. I cooked. I helped with homework. I skipped parties to babysit. When Lily wanted a new dress, I worked extra shifts. When she wanted college, I helped pay. Everyone called her the sunshine of the family. Nobody noticed the shadow behind her. Me. I never complained. I thought family was supposed to sacrifice. Years passed. I built a small event planning business. Slowly, it became successful. Lily bounced from one job to another. Then she met Daniel, a kind and honest man. He loved her, and he trusted her. When they got engaged, Lily cried and hugged me. I couldn't have done this without you. A month later, she asked for help. She said wedding costs were too high. I gave her money. I helped choose the venue. I even connected her with some of my business contacts for discounts. She kept saying, "You're the reason this wedding is possible." I believed her. I had no idea. She was already planning to erase me from the picture. A few weeks before the wedding, strange things started happening. Family group chats suddenly became quiet when I joined. Planning meetings changed without telling me. My mother stopped answering questions. One day, I visited the venue. The manager smiled. "Oh, you must be the coordinator." I laughed. "No, I'm just the bride's sister." The manager looked surprised. "But she told us not to contact you anymore." That felt strange. Still, I ignored it. Then my cousin called. She asked why I wasn't sitting at the family table. I had no idea what she was talking about. I called Lily. She laughed. "Oh, don't worry. It's a seating adjustment." Something inside me felt wrong, but I pushed the feeling away. I wanted her to have a perfect day. The night before the wedding, I wrapped my gift. Inside the box was a check. $20,000. My entire savings. A gift to help them buy their first home. I thought my sister deserved a happy beginning. I had no idea. She had already decided I deserved a humiliating ending. The wedding ceremony was beautiful. I cried when she walked down the aisle. I thought everything was fine. Then the reception started. People found their seats. I couldn't find mine. Finally, a waiter pointed outside. I thought it was a mistake. Then I saw it. The trash cans. The tiny table. My name. My sister walked toward me. Her friends followed. She folded her arms. "You should be grateful I invited you." I stared at her. What did I do? She smiled. "You always make everything about yourself." I couldn't speak. She leaned closer. "Mom and I agreed. Daniel's family is important. You're just extra." I looked at my mother. She turned away. My heart broke. Years of sacrifice. Years of love. And this was my reward. People were watching, waiting for me to cry, waiting for me to make a scene. Instead, I picked up my gift. I looked at Lily and quietly said, "I hope this decision makes you happy." Then I walked away. Nobody stopped me. Nobody followed me. But someone had seen everything. Daniel. Emotional breakdown. I sat in my car and cried. Not because of the chair. Not because of the insults, but because I realized I had spent my whole life earning love that was never real. My phone started ringing. My cousins. My friends. I ignored everyone. Then Daniel called. I answered. His voice was shaking. What was inside the gift? I looked at the box beside me. The future house fund. Silence. Then he asked, "You paid for half this wedding too, didn't you?" I said yes. Another long silence. Then he whispered, "Lily told everyone you never helped her." I closed my eyes. I was too tired to defend myself. Daniel thanked me. Then he hung up. I drove home. I made tea. I sat alone. For the first time in my life, I chose myself. I decided that if my family wanted to erase me, I would let the truth speak for itself. I never wanted revenge. I wanted peace. But lies grow bigger when good people stay quiet. I opened my laptop. I collected every receipt, every bank transfer, every message, every contract, every payment I had made for the wedding. I sent one email, not to social media, not to strangers, to Daniel, his parents, my relatives, and the wedding planner. I attached everything. I wrote only one sentence. I hope the truth finds the right people. Then I turned off my phone. Hours passed. My doorbell rang. It was my cousin. She looked shocked. Daniel canceled the reception. I couldn't believe it. She handed me her phone. Daniel had confronted Lily. She denied everything. Then the planner showed the seating chart. It wasn't a mistake. Lily had personally requested the trash table. She had even joked about it. Daniel's parents were horrified. Guests started leaving. The perfect wedding was falling apart. And I wasn't even there. 7. Climax. The truth exposed. Late that night, my mother came to my house. She was crying. She begged me to answer the phone. Lily was having a breakdown. Daniel had left. His parents had canceled their financial support. Relatives refused to defend her. Everyone knew the truth. My mother said, "She's your sister. Please fix this." I looked at her. "Did you ask her to fix what she did to me?" She stayed silent. A few minutes later, Lily arrived. Her makeup was ruined. She was shaking. She screamed that I had destroyed her life. I quietly asked, "Did I put you beside the trash?" She had no answer. I asked, "Did I lie to your husband?" No answer. "Did I force you to humiliate me?" Nothing. She broke down crying. For years she thought I would always save her. But this time, I refused. I closed the door. And for the first time in my life, I walked away from the people who had been walking over me. Months later, Daniel sent me a letter. He thanked me for telling the truth. He said discovering my kindness had saved him from building a future on lies. My business grew. My life became peaceful. I stopped chasing acceptance. I started respecting myself. People often ask if I regret exposing my sister. The answer is no. I didn't destroy her life. Her own choices did. I simply stopped hiding them. Sometimes the loudest revenge isn't shouting. It isn't fighting. It isn't hurting someone back. Sometimes the strongest revenge is standing up, picking up your gift, walking away, and letting the truth do the rest. Because people who treat you like you don't matter often forget one thing. The person they ignore may be the very person holding everything together. And the moment that person leaves, their whole world can fall apart. Never beg for a seat at a table where your love is treated like garbage. Walk away with your dignity. The right people will never make you feel like you don't belong.